welcome back to my channel. Well, today is a very exciting day for two reasons. One, it is the start of my Christmas series for 2020. Second, today I'm going to be showing you how I put together my Christmas tree for this year. So as we all know, this year has been a lot different than past years. Also, my design style is a little bit different. This year, I put together a Christmas tree that is sort of a play on traditional Christmas, but I tried to switch it up a little bit so it wasn't like your traditional red and green tree. It all started with this plaid ribbon that I saw last season. As soon as I saw it, I was just like, okay, that is the color scheme that I have to do. It's got the blue and the green and little tiny touches of red and tiny touches of this gold color. So, with that, I have added white and silver and clear to my Christmas tree, just kind of as filler colors. And I have to say, by doing multiple colors of ornaments, I actually didn't use that many of each color. So, if you don't have a lot of Christmas ornaments, maybe that's something you can do. Try combining different colors together. So, it's different. I hope it's interesting. So, let's get into how I put this Christmas tree together. So today, here's what I'm working on. I got the tree set up already. I got the twinkle lights through the center of the tree. Now, if you're new to my channel, what I do when I put the twinkle lights on is I actually put them on before the tree is fluffed, because I found that trying to weave through all of these branches and everything can be a little bit complicated. So, that's all done. It's all fluffed. It's all ready to go. So the first step that I'm going to do is put my picks in the tree. As you can see on this tree, it is very airy. There's lots of spaces for ornaments, which I don't mind. However, there are some gaps that I kind of want to fill up because I kind of want to make it look natural and I don't want to just shove a whole bunch of ornaments into the center of the tree. So let me show you what I have laid out. It's a little excessive, but I promise I use a lot of this stuff. Alright, so this is the pile of branches and picks that I have laid out for this Christmas tree. I use these a lot on the inside of the tree, kind of as like, I don't know, the filler. But then I have stuff like this, which I kind of use these more on the outside. There are these twigs with like pine cones and stuff. There are some greener pieces in here. Those fill in the tree. These really fill in the tree. If you can find something like this, if you get these and just shove them in the center of the tree, it will help you out. And I also have some stuff here. And then there's two bins of like random things. There's some like icy picks in there. And then I got these at Hobby Lobby this year. They're kind of like mistletoe. So that'll fill some gaps too. All right. And then this last bin here, I just have pine cones, and oh my god, I just opened this and it smells just like cinnamon. Oh, I think these are scented ones. Yep. Alright, so I am going to put these picks into the tree just to fill up the bulk of it. And then I'll give you a little view of what that looks like. Oh, also, just in case you're wondering, these red ribbons right here, if you didn't see my Christmas tree storage video, I tie these ribbons around the motors at the end of the season, so if they pop out, I know where to plug them back in. Also, it helps you figure out where the ornament spinners are supposed to be on your tree, because I don't have any on the back. Alright, let's get the picks into this tree. Okay, so as you can see, I didn't go the whole way to the top of the tree because I will be putting a tree topper that will take up most of that space. But can you see how there isn't like very many holes left in the tree? It's just kind of like, right here's a good example. See how that just kind of fills in? Like, look. If I take that out, see how you can see the trunk in there? So you just take this, just fill in there. See, doesn't that look better than seeing the trunk? So after that was all done, I decided that I wanted to do my tree topper. I do that for many reasons, but the biggest one is because it's on the top of your tree. You have to get the ladder pretty close to the tree to like actually balance yourself so you don't fall off. So this year I thought, why don't I use a star? Now, I know that I'm not like the first person to do this, but I thought that it was going to go with this woodsy traditional theme that I had planned for this year. I found this on Amazon. It's pretty light, so it's not going to like jostle anywhere. But what I'm going to do is, I figured I would take this garland and kind of make like a swoop. What I have is another strand of Christmas lights. This is a set of 20 lights. I also have these. I haven't used these in a long time. They are like the star lights. They got like the little light covers on them. Kind of fun. So I'm going to weave those in as well. Now you might be wondering why my tree is so close to my ceiling. Well, I have an older house, so that is just how that goes. Okay, that star is not going anywhere. So see what I'm doing with these branches? See how they're kind of like that? If you take them and curve them, see how much body you get out of them? And I love the pine cones on there too. Everything can be readjusted. This star is going to move probably 10 times. So this is the ribbon that I'm using for this Christmas season. It was the inspiration for this tree. It is a navy blue with a hunter green and just a little bit of red and gold. So as you can see, I added some berries to this. I changed the position of the ribbon. Now of course I will be adjusting this as I go. But this is just kind of a quick look at it. Added some ice twigs to this as well. So that is my tree topper. Now why I start here also is because it kind of brings together everything that I'm going to be using in the rest of the tree. Now if you haven't heard, I'm working with Shinoda this year, so if you are one of my viewers and you do not have an account with them, they are letting you sign up for a wholesale account. They are a wholesale only place, so this is a big deal for them to let you guys order from them. It's pretty exciting too because you're going to be getting amazing deals on stuff. After I got the tree topper done, I start with my ribbon. That pretty much puts together the foundation to my tree. So you want to put this on at this point because you don't want to try to weave ribbon in between ornaments. I actually did that on my last step, and let me just tell you, I was a mess because I was so afraid that I was going to knock stuff off of the tree. Okay, so the next step is I'm going to be adding my foundation ribbon to the tree. So you guys gotta look at this. It's all of these branches and it's covered in glitter, and here's kind of a back view of it. Not as interesting. So what I've done already is I have cut a fishtail in the end. Now I like to use 4-inch ribbon when I'm doing this foundation of the tree. So here's how you work this. So I always start at the top. So what I'm going to do is cut a piece of wire. And then what I'm going to do is go down on here probably, I don't know, 6 or 8 inches. Actually, let's go down a little bit further. What that's going to do is it's going to give me a nice finish to the ribbon. If you go too high, it does this. And that doesn't look very good. Then you take that end and attach it to a branch here. I've always done like a winding down pattern with this. So what I do is I loosely put this on the tree first and just kind of get my basic shape that I want to go on. Now you take it, kind of weave it in between these branches here. Now see how this is like kind of a rest for this? I'm going to take it and crunch it in there. And I will go back through all these places where it's kind of crunched in there. I will wire it in. Okay, so I got the ribbon done, and then what I did is I placed these bows made out of the same ribbon just at the points where the ribbon would go like right into there. So now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to each of these to tie them in with the tree topper. Right here, I'm going to lift this up a little bit. I'm just going to add some greenery in there. I also have some berries right here. Now I don't need this whole chunk. So what I'm going to do is rip off one of these. And I'm going to poke it down in here. Just kind of maneuver it in there. and kind of mix these up a little bit. Then I'm just going to take a pine cone and I'm going to put it down in here. So that's just an easy way to finish those all off. So after you get the ribbon on, the most exciting step to Christmas tree decorating starts now. It is time to put the ornaments on the tree. So what I typically do is I put the smaller ornaments towards the top of the tree and the larger ones on the bottom. Also, another tip is I put the plainer ornaments on the inside of the tree, and then as I work my way out through the tree, I put the more decorative or more expensive Christmas ornaments on the tree. You may also notice that I have spinning ornaments on my tree. Now, the ornaments themselves do not spin. How this works is I have little ornament motors going through my tree. Now my tree is pre-lit, so these have been on there since pretty much day one when I got this Christmas tree. They're so easy to use. You just take out a light bulb and then plug in the spinner. It has an end just like the Christmas light does, and it fits right in there. And if it doesn't fit, you can actually change out the ends of it so it fits your light string. But they are wonderful. So right here I have my bins of Christmas ornaments all laid out. I'm going to be doing the darker shades of green, some blues. Now these are kind of cobalt blue. I did get some navy blue ornaments to mix in there. I'm going to add the gold. I am going to do different shades of green just to make it interesting. Then I have my silvers, and my whites. So I think what I'm going to do first is I want the green and the blue to be very, very dominant in this tree. I don't have them down here right now, but I'm going to be adding red to this tree also. So as you can see, I have my green ones here. I have my blues. I did end up having to use some cobalt blue, but I don't know. I think they're going to mix okay. I have the whites laid out. Then these are the decorative white ones. Here's some decorative blue. And there's the gold. I think I am going to go grab the red real quick. So I'm in Hobby Lobby, and surprisingly, I need more stuff. So I want to get up close and personal and just kind of show you how I do my Christmas ornaments. So, as you can see, I go the whole way to the trunk. There's the trunk, there's my first ornament. And then see, what I do is I layer them. So see how you can see all of the different layers back there? Another thing I should mention is I kind of put the plainer ornaments in the back of the tree, and then as I work my way out, I get to the decorative ones. Okay, so just to give you an update, this is where I'm at with my Christmas tree. As you can see on here, so far I have a lot of the plain ornaments on the tree. And yes, it is beautiful, but I need more magic on this tree than what we already got going. So look what I did. So of course I've been using my plain colored ornaments, but I just sat out all of my glammy, sparkly, decorated ornaments. Also, these are some new ornaments that I got. So from here, this little chunk in here, this is from Shinoda. Oh, that snowflake is too. And then pretty much the rest of this is all from Hobby Lobby. So now after you get your ornaments on your tree, you're going to want to just sit back, relax, maybe get some hot chocolate or coffee, whatever you want to drink, and just kind of stare at your tree for a little bit. You're going to want to move things around, and this is a process that has no time limit on it. You can spend days changing your ornaments around, so I can't really judge anyone that spends more than, let's say 3 days switching their ornaments around. Not saying that I personally did that this year, but if I did, I would fess up to it. I did it. So after you get your ornaments all organized, you can add finishing touches to your tree. This year, my favorite thing to add to a Christmas tree is icicles. So that was my finishing touch this year. Of course, I have built quite the collection of icicles over the years. I get them on sale. I actually get them from eBay if I can. Now, I also added some extra little strands of ribbon onto the tree just to fill in some spaces. I also took some little pieces of greenery and set them on the tops of the branches, and some berries as well, because you put all the ornaments on the bottom of the branch and then the top just kind of looks like didn't really pay that much attention to it. And to be honest, while you were decorating, you probably didn't pay that much attention to it. So those are the steps on how I put my Christmas tree together. So why don't I give you a closer look?
I guess I really don't know what Christmas is all about. Isn't there anyone who knows what Christmas is all about? I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Chestnuts roasting, Jack Frost nipping at your nose. So I'm offering this simple phrase. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.
I can tell you what Christmas is all about.
Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas.
That's what Christmas is all about.
Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to hearing from you guys. I'm going to try to reply to as many comments as possible. Also, don't forget to subscribe because this is the first of many Christmas videos that I have planned for you this year. We're going to cover every single aspect of Christmas decorating, and I'm going to give you as much video footage as possible because I want to work extra hard to make sure that this Christmas is special for you guys. And hey, don't forget to check out the Shinoda Design Center information down below so you can get yourself a wholesale account without having to have a tax ID number. The instructions will be down there as well. So I will see you guys in the next video. Merry Christmas!